Coming up on CityView, Code for America. The nonprofit is developing innovative web applications for the City of Austin. Bond development, the city wants to know how you would spend the city's bond money. And litter control, how Austin Resource Recovery kept up with all the trash that piled up during South by Southwest. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Leslie Sopko. Those stories and more, but first our top story. The Austin City Council is holding 11 work sessions to thoroughly discuss all aspects of the Austin energy rate proposal. The work sessions give Council the opportunity to review data, get answers to specific questions, and hear from various subject matter experts. The city auditor is expected to provide a report at the end of April that will assess Austin Energy's revenue requirements. The city manager has hired a consumer advocate to represent the interests of residential customers in the rate-making process. That consultant will evaluate Austin Energy data, attend key work sessions, and meet with stakeholders involved in the rate discussions. City Council hopes to make a final decision on the rate increase by the end of May. So how would you turn $1.4 billion worth of potential bond projects into a package of up to $400 million? The city wants you to join in the conversation. The city is hosting a series of workshops that allow residents to allocate bond dollars through a fund allocation game. They also have the opportunity to meet with various project experts and vote on which projects mean the most to them. Community input will be given to the Bond Election Advisory Task Force, who will present recommendations to the Austin City Council in May.
We, as individually, informed ourselves by going from station to station and having conversations, and then we got together collectively and tried to decide how we would prioritize the funds.
We're here because we started this process of talking about a potential.
We want citizens to understand the bond process. We want them to understand what we're talking about, the types of priorities, the types of capital projects that are listed as city needs. And then we want them to understand the types of decisions that we need to go through as a city to identify funding for these bond projects that could potentially go before the voters.
You can put all those houses over there all you want.
I really appreciate the city, trying to change the model because it is much more engaging and it prompts a lot of stimulating conversation.
For more information on these workshops and the entire bond development process, visit austintexas.gov/bond development. A survey is available through the website for those who are unable to attend the workshops. Need an app for that? Chances are it's already in the works. The nonprofit organization Code for America is partnering with the City of Austin to develop innovative web applications for doing city business. A reception was recently held at City Hall to celebrate this partnership. 3 Code for America representatives spent more than a month in Austin meeting with city and community leaders to explore ways that the web can help make Austin a better place. Their goal is to create software applications that help the community interact more with their government.
This is for the country because part of what Code for America does is they go into a city, they identify a problem, they write software for it, and then they make that software available to any other city that wants.
We couldn't be more glad to launch it here because these are the kinds of folks that are going to make the brigade successful and stand up great apps that will make their communities better all over the country.
And now it's time for our Austin City Council update.
Today's buzz at City Hall. The Austin City Council approved an ordinance aimed at preventing the further decline of honeybees in the community. The ordinance makes the removal and relocation of bee colonies and swarms a priority over their destruction, while at the same time ensuring public health and safety. Council also approved almost $5 million for design and construction improvements to Deep Eddy, Bartholomew, and West Infield swimming pools and bathhouses. Funding comes from the 2006 bond package. Construction at Deep Eddy will be completed in 2 phases, with the deep end scheduled to be open for swimming in April and the shallow end completed in May. Renovations at Bartholomew and West Infield are scheduled to be completed prior to the 2013 swim season. Council also approved more funding for the renovation of the George Washington Carver Historic Museum. The additional $11,000 will complete the design services for the final phase of the project to provide a facility for a genealogy center next to the new museum. In addition, Council approved $500,000 for specialized LED traffic signals. The walk, don't walk signs include the countdown display showing how much time a pedestrian has to make it across the street. These new signals are required in both the national and state manuals on uniform traffic control devices. After conducting a public hearing, Council approved an economic development agreement with Apple Incorporated to rebate the company's property taxes in exchange for bringing more than 3,600 new jobs to Austin. The city's rebate amounts to roughly $8.6 million over 10 years, but the net benefit, including the contribution of the company and its employees to the local economy, is estimated at $14.5 million. In all, Council considered 89 items at its March 22nd meeting. Its next scheduled meeting is April 5th. For CityView, I'm Taja Veekley.
The City of Austin participated at South by Southwest Interactive by hosting a Powered by Austin information session for entrepreneurs. The event showcased local nonprofits and business incubators that have helped other companies start up and get established locally. Participating incubators included Innovation Station, Tech Ranch, Bootstrap Austin, and Economic Growth Business Incubator. Nonprofit agencies Greenlights and Austin Pro Bono also participated. For more information about growing your business, visit the City's Small Business Development Program at austintexas.gov/business. During the South by Southwest Music Festival, the city's music division hosted 12 international bands at Austin City Hall. To kick off the live music performances, Councilmember Laura Morrison and the city's music division appointed Gina Chavez as Austin's first official music ambassador to Oita, Japan, which is one of Austin's sister cities. Japanese musicians Tomo and Coco opened the showcase after the designation was made. Gina, who is also a musician, will travel to Oita in October to perform at a Japanese music festival. These cultural exchanges are a great way to promote our city and its music at major gatherings around the country and the world. And finally, the South by Southwest Music Festival means extra work for the city's Austin Resource Recovery Department. During the event, litter control is out 7 days a week in the early morning hours, cleaning all of the streets, sidewalks, and alleys in the downtown area and portions of East Austin. The city estimates these crews worked an average of 23 hours a day to keep up with all of the mess. Channel 6 joined a work crew to see just how dirty their job can be.
When we know an event is coming, we know what to expect. How bad is it today? Today is a 10, and I guarantee tomorrow will be even worse. Get people coming in from all parts of the world, coming to see what's going on, and enjoying themselves. When we took our drive-through first thing this morning to see what we were expecting, you couldn't even see the street.
This is nothing new. We do it every day.
That's what it's all about, just them having fun and us taking care of the aftermath.
A lot of people be impressed that how clean downtown look. You know, they see it dirty, they don't realize that just a crew comes in and clean downtown.
It's a lot of freaking grass that they left. I've been here since 6 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah, it's horrible. We maintain it every day. Not only my shift, another shift behind us do the same exact thing, come down here, keep it clean.
A lot of people from all over throwing flyers, hot dogs, paper cups, you know, and the place was a real trash mess. I mean, all over. I've been talking 6th Street, 5th Street.
I love working with these guys. You know, they're very dedicated. They have a lot of pride in their job.
And they know what needs to take place. The blowers know what their job is, the people know what their job is. These guys are very experienced.
Right now, we're working 12-hour days. It comes with the job. You know, we have to take care of whatever comes. Whatever happens, happens. We just go with the flow.
Citizens don't realize that how hard you guys work to keep Austin beautiful.
As a side note, a documentary featuring the work of Austin Resource Recovery premiered at South by Southwest on March 10th at the Paramount Theater. The documentary, titled Trash Dance, chronicles the development of a one-of-a-kind dance performance featuring Austin Resource Recovery employees and their vehicles. And that's all for this edition of City View. I'm your host, Leslie Sopko. Our next episode premieres Friday, April 13th. Thanks for watching.